What if I told you that success isn't about luck, talent, or being born into the right family? What if the only thing standing between you and your dreams is your willingness to keep going? Today, we're talking about a man who started with nothing, took massive risks, and refused to quit, no matter how many times he failed. This is the story of Elon Musk, and by the end of this video, you'll see why no excuse is strong enough to stop you from chasing your dreams. Elon Musk wasn't born into wealth or power. He was just a quiet, book-loving kid in South Africa. He wasn't the strongest, the most popular, or even the smartest in his class. In fact, he was bullied so badly that he once had to be hospitalized after being beaten by a group of kids. But while others played outside, Elon found comfort in books. He wasn't just reading stories. He was reading science books, philosophy, and entire encyclopedias. He didn't just want to learn, he wanted to understand how the world worked. At just 12 years old, he taught himself to code by reading a book. He had no teacher, no fancy computer, just pure determination. He used that knowledge to create his first video game and sold it for $500. It wasn't much, but it proved something important. He could build things that people wanted. This was his first taste of success, but it was only the beginning. At 17, he made the biggest decision of his life. He left South Africa with barely any money, moving to Canada in search of bigger opportunities. He had no safety net, no powerful connections, just a dream to do something meaningful. He worked hard labor jobs just to survive, cleaning boilers, chopping wood, and working in a sawmill. There were no shortcuts, no handouts. Every dollar he earned came from sheer effort, but he didn't complain. He knew he was laying the foundation for something bigger. Years later, he moved to the U.S. and started his first company, Zip2. He had no office, so he slept on the floor of his small workspace. He showered at a local gym and worked tirelessly, sometimes going days without sleep. Most people would have given up, but not him. His hard work paid off when he sold the company for millions. That money could have bought him a life of luxury, but he didn't stop. He reinvested his earnings into an online banking company that later became PayPal. When he sold PayPal for $180 million, most people would have retired young and enjoyed the rest of their lives in comfort. But Elon Musk didn't want comfort. He wanted to change the world. Instead of keeping his fortune, he put everything he had into Tesla and SpaceX, two companies that people said would fail. Experts laughed at him. They said electric cars would never work. They said private companies could never build rockets. Everyone doubted him. There was a time when both Tesla and SpaceX were on the verge of collapse. His businesses were burning through money, and he had to make an impossible choice: save one company and let the other die, or risk everything. He chose to risk it all. He put every last dollar into keeping both companies alive, even borrowing money to pay his rent. He had nothing left. If one more rocket failed, if one more car production issue happened, it would all be over. Then, something incredible happened. SpaceX finally launched a rocket successfully. Tesla started gaining momentum. The same people who doubted him, who laughed at him, suddenly saw him as a genius. The man who once had nothing, who slept in his office and took risks no one else dared to take, became one of the most powerful innovators in the world. Today, Tesla is one of the biggest car companies on the planet, and SpaceX is leading the future of space exploration. Elon Musk's story proves one thing: success isn't about where you start. It's about how much you're willing to fight for your dreams. He wasn't born into success. He built it, one risk, one failure, one sleepless night at a time. The truth is, most people give up too early. They stop at the first sign of struggle. They wait for the perfect moment. But there is no perfect moment. There is only action. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple: persistence. So ask yourself, what's stopping you? Fear, doubt, failure. None of these things are stronger than the power of taking action. Start now. Take the risk. Fail. Learn. And get back up. One day, You'll look back and realize that every small step you took today was leading you to something great. If this story inspired you, remember, Elon Musk didn't wait for success. He created it. And so can you. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear this message. The next success story could be yours.